All right, so here we are on the daily. Okay. So something to note. Um, Definitely high resistance liquidity run today. It was definitely not easy. Which was expected because it's NFP week. Okay. High news today: 8:15, 9:45, and 10 a.m. 9:45 being medium news. Okay, so that was just something to keep in mind. But either way, today was the last day of trading before my weekends. Okay, you guys could be trading, but I'm just gonna be tape reading and seeing this NFP high resistance liquidity runs. Okay. So something to note. I didn't have like a strong bias. Okay. From the daily. Okay, and that's strong because since I didn't have a strong bias on the daily, I'm gonna be utilizing more the 4 hour, the 1 hour, 50 minute to just mark out internal range liquidity. Okay, I'm just trying to get liquidity inside of the range and just get whatever I can. Yeah, I'm not really asking a lot, especially after when we took out these lows, high levels of liquidity lows. Okay, you can see the effects of it where it just runs it and then boom. This is Tuesday, opens, rallies down, comes up, and then closes. And then we're kind of seeing that on the same idea here. Okay, on PM session about to close. Okay, so the thing is, I was looking at this fair value gap or this buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. Okay, I wanted to see how price would react on that level. Okay, I wanted to see if price was willing to respect consequent encroachment, so we could possibly see some upside objective of Monday's daily swing high. Okay, but going into that, I wasn't like, oh, it's gonna get up here. Okay, it's just not likely. Especially when we have this bearish order block and this looks like it's respecting, we could still be dropping. Okay, this could be just like a little retracement. Um, so yeah, that was the plan going on the daily, and you can see where we are in discount levels, or now we're in premium levels, but we're like down here. We're in discount. Yeah, we're in discount levels relative to this price. Okay, so either way, so 4 hour. So, going into this, like I said, I didn't have a strong bias, but 8:30 midnight really helped me frame out a bias, especially with other confluences, such as this price one. Okay, I wanted to see market opened and then a rally down. Okay, we're in discounted levels, and like I said, I'm only seeing internal range liquidity, and you can see on the lower time frames where you could see discounted PD rates and sell side liquidity where I could go long as turtle soup buy. Okay, and my draws on liquidity was London's high, which reaches now, but that was the original draw on liquidity before the high resistance liquidity runs that was presenting itself. Okay, um, but yeah, that was the idea going into this. Not much on the 4 hour, just giving me a decent price range to work with. Yeah, so we go on the hourly, same price swing. Okay, and this high to low. Okay, an idea was midnight opens, rallies up. Okay, I'm seeing that as accumulation. Rallies down, I'm seeing that as manipulation. Okay, um, okay, it's not when you really use these midnight opens and 8:30 open. It's really and even 9:30 opening range gap. It's really not that difficult to frame out a bias. It's just more of how likely is it gonna get there. Okay, with a low resistance liquidity run, because that's the whole basis of what you want to see. You want to see a low resistance. Okay, so I was also going I was also seeing this as manipulation because you can see how the body just respect consequent encroachment. Okay, and it just quickly rallies down. This is London's low, breaks it. Okay, and okay, all this rally down. I'm saying, okay, this is manipulation. So what what PD arrays are gonna support price going higher? Because that's what I want to see above midnight or 8:30. Okay, for the draws on liquid. Okay, so I see this inverse fair value gap. Okay, and that's what I want to see as support. And then we had this hourly bullish order block, which lines up almost perfectly to the hourly sell side liquidity as well as 15-minute sell side liquidity. And while being in optimal trade entries for going long. Okay, so that's just telling you that it wants to rally down. Okay, I'm not seeing price go down here because we're already accumulating long orders right here, and all this leg down is just manipulation to discounted levels of this price range. Okay, it's not gonna get down here and then rally up. Okay, it's just not efficient, and we already took out sell side liquidity, high levels of sell side liquidity days before. Okay, it's not just gonna get down there again, especially when I see midnight open rally down. Okay, that's usually when manipulation. Same with 8:30. Okay, taking this fib. So here's the price one. Okay. Rallies up, midnight opens, then rallies down. Okay. Here's sell side liquidity pool. The hourly. And I'm also using this one. Okay, you might be wondering why. Well, it's because it's relatively close. Okay, it's only 12 points away. Okay, so if price was gonna rally down here, it's gonna rally. It's most likely gonna rally down here. Okay, and that's gonna give me the extra confirmation that it does want to go long. Okay, which you can see it really does. Boom. Okay, and going into this, I was going long like right here. Once this candle right here at 9:45, I was going long here. My draws on liquidity was equal highs right here. They were just way too clean. And then I was also looking at this high, which it does sweep actually. And then you could see at 10:15 it comes back down. That's when I'm so my trade was like I didn't lose, but it was like I moved my stop loss because it was disrespecting certain PD arrays that I didn't want to see get disrespected. So that was the reason why. And then yeah, this immediate rebalance on the 15-minute, I was only marking that out as resistance to see lower prices. Okay, I wanted to see it get disrespected after it took this out. Okay, and you can see on the 5-minute. Let me do this on perspective. Okay, let me show you just the entries. Bro, I do not know why it's not showing me entries. Wait. Wait, is it because... Oh, because I'm not... Yeah, I did this on paper just because I'm practicing still. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. So 8:30 opens, and right away I just want to see price get down here. Okay, that's the manipulation. Okay. So where's 9:30? Here's 9:30. Okay, 9:30 opening range, and we were in a discount relative to this previous settlement price. Okay, which added to the confluence that we were bullish. Well, I wanted to go bullish. I wanted to be bullish. Okay, I wasn't trying to get short in all this mess. Okay, you can see all this mess. Okay, there was too much wickage, and I knew the price was gonna go down here, but it doesn't mean that you could take a trade. Okay, um, so it rises down, and you can see it opens, and then by a tick, it misses it. And so when I saw that, you can see right here, when I saw that, I was like, okay, market's just doing that to trip uh, long traders early. Okay, they're gonna place their buy stops even more there. And so me, I'm not thinking like that. I'm saying, okay, they're gonna come down, take it, and then that's when I could go along with another retest of the PM session low ticket. Okay, so that's what exactly it does. It does that, booms, takes some minor buy side right here, and then rallies back down. And that's when I had the SMT, and that right there, I'm going long. Okay, and then we have, let me show you to what SMT I was referring to. I'm always using the 5 minute. I'm not using 1 minute SMTs because you can see, like I said, I'm not gonna. It's just too much, like lows, and 5 minute holds more power. Okay, we were here. That's the same low, higher low. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Okay. So now that was my 5 minute, like framing. Now I'm going for the 1 minute for entry. Okay. So we have first minute. I have first presented fair value gap turns into a inverted fair value gap. Okay, and I wanted to see price get supported. Okay, sweeps the lows. And first thing I'm looking for is, okay, this is a turtle soup long. So what are my entries? Okay, it's either a change in the state of delivery, a market structure shift, or an aggressive, like inverse fair value gap, where it just breaks the higher, in this case, the high. Okay, so it does both of that, or it does all three of those things. Okay, breaks the inverse fair value gap, or breaks the fair value gap, making an inverse fair value gap, changing the state of the delivery. Okay, and breaking market structure right here. So it does all of those things. And the moment when it does all that, because like this is heat in the moment, just if this is 10 a.m. by the way. Like when you see this live, when it just does all that, it's kind of scary, especially like how far is it gonna deep, how far is it gonna retrace? That was my like idea. And so what I did was like, because on turtle soup longs, I usually like to go enter and change in the state of delivery. But the idea was breaker block. So we have this breaker, and we had this. Okay, I'm not gonna mark it out just because I don't want it to get too messy. Unicorn. So we have a unicorn entry, and so yeah, heat in the moment. It gets to you. So it breaks market structure, and then so I'm entering in this fair value gap with the inverse fair value gap right there. Just trying to get some kind of entry. And I just enter at the top with the fair value gap with the breaker. Okay, I'm just entering. Okay, and that was like my first thing. What I should have done better was add another contract, because the reason is I need to be risking like $200. Okay, that's like the sweet spot, and I was risking like $100. So you could see if I added two contracts, it would have been perfect. My stop was below the breaker, okay, for like a 54-point stop loss. And my target was these equal highs, okay. And yeah, so it breaks all this. And this what kind of concerned me because look, I just don't like all these wicks, okay? And I was keeping that in the back of my mind that it could have just ran up just to collect buy stops. And so entering here wasn't like probably it was still probable, but to reach up here it was still kind of like iffy. So it gets me in, closes in the up candle, which comforts me, and then it rallies up, down candle right here, rallies even higher, peaks at 24.96 for like a point, uh, 98 point move. Okay, but I was really so initially my take profit was here for 2 to 1. Then right here, see, this is where it got tricky. I um, I moved it here when it got up here because was kind of seeming weak, and then I moved my SL, which you can. I moved my SL like uh up when it did that. When it broke this order block, that's when I moved the SL uh to that swing low. I don't know what, it's getting annoying. I moved my SL at that swing low. Okay. And the reason is because again, trailing threshold, I want to get good at that and just moving uh stop loss. You guys gotta realize break evens, they're a scam. You need to be able to recognize these micro market structure and to be able to like effectively get profits even though you were wrong. Because you could see that I was wrong in terms of seeing price get up here, which it does eventually, but not right there. If I had held my stop loss down here, would have lost everything. Okay, well, for like a bigger drawdown with the trailing drawdown, you just guys gotta realize you gotta see this little micro market structure. And I saw this order block, and obviously I want to see price get supported. In the moment when this broke, I was like, okay, well, how's the next candle gonna go? So I saw this kind of move down even lower. I wanted to see get up. That's when I just took the trade off. Rallies up, breaks down. Okay, I wanted to see that order block get respected. Obviously, it didn't, and that was the reason why I'm happy with the trade because like I was able to recognize that, especially heat in the moment. I'm telling you, trading live, just trading like live in the markets, something else. Back test, just take your time, play some music, heat in the moment, live trade. Okay, and it's different when you're using. Um, I know it's demo, but like still, it's the same premise. Okay, it's the same charts, it's the same candles, same shit. Okay, I don't know why you got same thing. If you can't perform in demo, you can't do fucking props, and that's what I'm trying to practice for. Okay, I'm gonna do prop next contract. Okay, I just don't want to do it now because I don't want the value of my buck. Okay, but either way, yeah, breaks me. Take out when it or when I take out profits, take out full size when it takes order block, disrespects it, and thing that I learned, uh, actually trust your risk model. Okay, you gotta risk the appropriate amount for that sweet spot, and yeah, different entries. You gotta trust your entries, and obviously you did. Mm, Obviously, I could have done more, but he did a moment. It was just imagine a fucking down candle rolling down here. Okay, that's what I was seeing. But yeah, I should have done two contracts. That was something I could have done better. Overall stop. I was moving it. I was active. Happy with that and good with that.